All right, guys, welcome back. CFP here, and this is Survival Living. So this is our weekly prep for this week. We did a big haul push on a lot of dry goods and some canned goods, especially our meats. We do store up plenty of vegetables and things like that as well, guys. Plus, we have gardens in the ground. But we want to store up as much as possible. The fact is, bad things are coming towards us, and we got to make sure we have food to provide for our family. So anyway, guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for us. If you're new to the channel, definitely stick with us because we got a lot to cover. So guys, right past, we're going to go over what we have here. First off, I'm going to go ahead and get this, which is off camera. I picked up some more of our buckets. These are, of course, food grade buckets. Picked up 4 additional buckets here, the reason being, and lids. Now these lids here, guys, they are not the Gamma lids. The Gamma lids are, of course, the top of the line lids, but quite frankly, I've been doing this for years and this has been working fine for me. If you want Gamma lids, go get Gamma lids. Basically, when I put these things in the ground for storage and stuff like that, we duct tape the lid and we also put trash bags around it, and they've been working great because we don't put anything in the ground for over a year because we're constantly rotating stock out. So let me move this out of the way here. Kind of go over what we have. So I like coffee. I love having coffee available. Can you live without coffee? Yes, you can. Can you live me without coffee? Well, that's questionable. So what we've got here, guys, we have different types of coffee here. My wife, she likes to have her little espresso, because I did buy her a little cheap Walmart espresso last year. I believe it was for her anniversary or something like that. So she likes to have an espresso every now and then. So we get these. These things here actually do last a very long time, guys. This goes into a rotational stock. This isn't something that we're planning on using 25 years down the road, but it goes in our rotational stock. So for our first 1 to 2 years, we have stuff that's stockpiled. So we get extra bricks of that. The instant coffee lasts for what seems like freaking forever. I always pick this stuff up. I take this stuff on camping trips, but we stock up a lot of this. Also with percolated coffee, guys, works very well. We got the smaller one and the larger one. Crazy thing, they only had one of these left at my local Walmart when I went shopping. This was like 12 bucks. This thing here, the smaller one, it was 30.5 ounces, and this is 48 ounces, was almost $11, and this was $12. So of course I grabbed it. This one here is going to go get stored up. This is percolated coffee. Doesn't last as long as the instant, but it's still coffee. So let me move this out of the way, and we're going to get into our food. Right fast, before we get into our food, guys, let's go ahead and talk about this right here. This is silicone water guard. It's waterproofer, okay? We have a lot of tents, we have a lot of tarp equipment, things like that. You guys that have been here on the channel, you know I do a lot of outdoor survival. So stocking up on waterproof and silicone, I like having it on hand because I use it a lot for my gear, my backpacks, all that stuff. So I always try to pick it up on a can. Those things are like $7 a piece. But you know, if you don't like that, I've seen and I've used wax for wax treating canvas and things like that, which is great. It just adds so much more weight on me, just like my canvas tarps that I've also used. That's a lot of extra weight. So I just get the silicone spray. It works out good. If you want to use canvas and wax treat it, you go right ahead. You're the one carrying it, not me. So I go with a little bit a lighter weight material here. All right, so we hit the beans very hard this time around. Like I said, we got buckets and stuff, so we still have to break all this stuff down, treat it. We try to freeze all of our stuff, our beans, our rice, things like that, for 24 to 72 hours. Just depends on what type of refrigerator you use. Freezer, excuse me. That's up to you, and you don't have to do what I do. I just had better results on freezing this stuff, let it air dry, and then vacuum seal it or put it in Mylar afterwards. That way the weevil eggs that are attached to like rice, they will never hatch because they're dead. Even if you vacuum seal and throw in an O2 absorber in a bag, creatures don't breathe through the egg. They will still hatch. So we kill it ahead of time by freezing it. So what we did, we picked up 4 bags of the black beans. My wife loves black beans. To me, they're all right. I mean, we have a way of making tortillas and stuff like that with our preps. We also have tortilla presses and stuff. So we picked up 3 of that. That is 12 pounds of black beans right there. Picked up a whole bunch of these light red kidney beans. I love kidney beans. I get the small dark reds. I even have these things in the can. We also have black beans in the can, but we also try to stock up a lot of this dry goods, because dry goods last so much longer than canned food, and it's a lot easier to store, especially if you got temperatures that are bouncing around a lot. This stuff's going to wind up going in the ground anyway. So these are the 1 pound bags. I bought every single one that they had. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 pounds of the light red kidney beans. And they also had the great northern beans. These were 2 pounders. So we picked up 6 additional bags of that. That gives us 12 pounds to add to our stocks of the great northern beans, which is awesome. I mean, I like beans. We also get the 3 bean soups that are available. My brother turned me on to those because I haven't really tried it that much, and I don't know, about a month ago he made some up and I love it, so we're going to be getting those as well. This is something I've never seen at our store. I usually get the 8 pound bags. This is the pinto beans 20 pound bags. Now, we store a lot of dry beans, guys. We do. We also store a lot of rice, but the 20 pound bags was like $14, $15. Not a bad buy for 20 pounds. So we went ahead and got it. I do know a lot of people say you should be shopping online, Walmart online and stuff. Hey, if that's an avenue you want to proceed, you go right ahead. Usually when I'm running, doing prep runs, I'm in the middle of town doing something else, so I just stop in and go get what I need. Moving on, we got 2 bags of the 20 pound bags of rice. We always get rice, guys. One, because we actually eat all the stuff here you see before you. We eat, okay? This is our normal rotational stock. This is stuff that we normally eat. Having rice on hand, having beans on hand, all this stuff is great. It's security that you're providing for your family. You're providing them a way to eat, all right? Now, I've seen the comments about cooking. Well, if you follow my channel, I've shown cooking rice and beans right out in the woods at a campground. I say campground, when I'm out in the woods, at my campground, what I should say. When I'm out there blazing trails and everything else, I just cook it up right there. So, you know what, it's up to you on what you want to do. We have multiple ways of cooking food. We have solar option, we have propane option, we've got electric for our solar that we can run off of that. So, you know what, everybody do you. We're just showing you what we do here around the house. Okay, so next up, we've got our Spam. We only got 6 of them this time, guys. The fact is, Spam is getting ridiculously priced. We do have a lot, but I do like having a lot of extra meat on hand. We are going to be picking up some hamburger meat and stuff, and we're going to start pressure canning our hamburger meat and stuff, so we just have that on hand as well, which will work great with spaghetti, by the way. But we did pick up 6 more of the Spam, and this year I picked this up last time, and I went and picked up some more, so I think I picked up 4 or 5 last time. It's a great value chili with made with beef, no beans. I usually get the Wolf brand chili, which the price of those have went through the roof. It's crazy, mainly because it's really good. So I tried this, and I actually like it. So we went ahead and picked up some more of that. Sorry, we had a gremlin in the camera again. We're still going to be storing up our Wolf brand chili. I love those things, but this is a cheaper option. We don't mind it. It tastes pretty good. So we're starting to also stock up on that. I think I paid like $1.24, I believe it was, or $1.42 compared to $2.50. And I bought every single one of these. This is all that they had in the 2-packs. They didn't have the 4-packs or the singles at my local Walmart. Usually, guys, I bounce around between stores when I'm shopping, but today I didn't have the opportunity. So we picked up a bunch of these 2-packs. This is the chunk chicken breast. I love this stuff. We use it in all kind of meals, guys. So we got 6, 10. Is that right? No, that's 9. Man, my counting is so bad. We got 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is 9 times 2, 18. 18, is that right? Man, I am so tired. I just got finished digging 2 big old holes in the ground and planted palm trees for my aunt. Then I came in here to do this film. So yeah, I'm kind of beat. Yeah, so the canned chunk chicken breast. Love this stuff. We stock it up all the time. We eat a lot of that. I eat a lot of chicken, I eat a lot of chili, I eat a lot of Spam, I eat beef, you name it, guys, I eat it. So this is what we have been working on. I hope that others are taking the steps and moving forward. Sure, we have 2-year supply of normal foods, canned goods, dry goods, but I'm always trying to add more to it, because if there's a major event coming, and I do believe there is, I want to make sure I have plenty of food, okay? And we space our food out. For the comments and questions about the plastic buckets, you know, because we've been showing you what we do about burying buckets and stuff, about rodent issues. Let me go and say this: if you have rodent problems, you definitely need to address that now before you start putting a lot of preps in an area, because yeah, rodents will find your preps, absolutely. 2, this is rotational stock. I don't just put a whole bunch of stuff in a bucket and hide it in a closet somewhere and forget it. It's part of my life. I mean, it is my life. I am constantly moving stuff around. Pests, spiders, rats, all that stuff. If you start moving stuff a lot, they don't like areas that are disturbed, so they stay away from it. If you're always messing around in there, they'll leave it alone. But if you got an infestation of rats and stuff like that, you might want to go take care of it. As far as the concerns and comments about rats will eat through food grade buckets, rats will eat through anything, pretty much, okay? I've never had a single problem with a rat eating through my buckets that are in the ground, ever. And I've been doing this for several years now. I've never lost one bucket. So there's a big difference between me actually showing you what we do, because that's what we do. We pride ourselves on this channel of showing you what works, because we actually live this, and philosophizing what works and what doesn't. We actually do it. If you don't want to do it, hey, that's up to you. I have no problem with that. You do you, I'll do me. I'm just showing you what we do here and what actually works. All right, guys, so keep on stacking food, stack other supplies. If you need more ammo, hey, definitely go get more ammo. I'm all for self-defense, absolutely, especially if there's a threat coming near you. But please have a backup plan. Have a backup plan. You know, you can always come back and hit them on the blind spot later. You don't have to sit and go toe-to-toe with them from the get-go. You can drop back, reposition, and go right back at them when they're not expecting you. I'm just saying. So, anyway, guys, keep on stocking food. Things are coming our way, and just be ready for it. Speak to y'all later.